Well, hundreds of people turned out in Minden today for the opening ceremony of the moving wall. Now, the half-scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial is a reminder of those who didn't make it back home from the war. Paul Nelson shows us how people are paying their respects and what the memorial means to Northern Nevadans.
It brings back some very raw memories.
The opening ceremony of the moving wall opened some old wounds for Vietnam veterans on hand.
Who are named on the wall. It is a place to quietly grieve for the loss of their loved ones.
People came from around northern Nevada to honor the ones who died in that faraway land all those years ago.
Each one of the Vietnam vets here today, they have their own story.
The 149 names of Nevadans killed in the Vietnam War were read by a group that included Senator Dean Heller,
Major Joseph Edward Bauer, Private First Class Carl James Q,
and Senator Catherine Cortez Masto.
Lance Corporal Dale Earl Thompson. Specialist 4 Wallace W. Hopkins Jr.
Aim! Fire! After the ceremony, people took the time to check out the moving wall.
My finger is where his name starts.
Some tracing the names of loved ones lost in the war.
There he is.
769, that's it.
Bob Larson found the name of Peter Camacho, one of his in-laws.
I knew his brother, and also I know his granddaughter and his nephew. And so I wanted to get a tracing for them.
More than 58,000 names are on this wall, people that were either killed or missing in action. And while the moving wall is only half the size of the one in Washington, people here say it brings out just as much emotion.
Something about that war, there's something that still hurts here, and I've had family in the war. I've had family in Desert Storm 3 times, and they've come back so damaged.
Deborah Woodall bought this bracelet during the Vietnam War, etched with a stranger's name, Edward Rikoski. She found the name on the wall.
And I hope to get this bracelet to his family so they can see that he was not forgotten, never forgotten.
Many people can't make it to Washington to see the permanent memorial. The moving wall brings it to them.
It tells us that people do remember, and that the people at long last appreciate the sacrifice that was made.
Covering the story in Minden, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.
The moving wall will be in Minden until Monday at the East Side Memorial Park. Its next stop is in Bloomington, California.